Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Start with Allah who is most merciful and mighty. Now open your notes. The first page, industrial fatigue. The word is what? Fatigue. The word fatigue means tiredness. Tiredness. Now listen. The word fatigue means tiredness. Now, the moment you become tired, will you able to work? No. It's that you will be unable to work because of tiredness. Now, fatigue. When you become a fatigue, when you become tired, when you become tired, when there is a too much burden of work on you, too much stress on you, work stress, work stress, bad boss, bad behavior of boss, working hour is working too much, working hour is very lengthy working hours, less salary or giving too much efforts. Now when you are giving too much effort, but comparatively your relaxation time is less, your comfort time is less. What does it mean by comfort? Your rest time is less. You start working from 9 o'clock and 4 o'clock, continuously you are working. Continuously you are working without break, without any break. So what will happen? After 4 o'clock, will you able to work more? No. Will you able to do something extra job? No. All because your body will fail to respond. Your body will unable to respond to any extra curriculum. Is it clear or not? Yes. Look, all of you guys, many of students in here, they are employed. You are or some of your employees. You're already employed somewhere. Listen to me. You're already employed somewhere. Look the duration. I'm talking about all those teachers. Most of you, we have teachers in here. Look the duration of your time. Taking consistently in school, we have taken consistently classes. One after another class. One after another class. Up to 12 o'clock or 1 o'clock, consistently you are taking 4, 5, 8 classes. Now what will happen? After taking consistently 8 classes, just look yourself. You become tired. Physically tired and as well as mentally tired. You are unable to communicate with someone. You have no inside power to share, to negotiate with somebody. Because of what? Because of you have too much burden of work and unable, you have no rest time. Continuously working. That will affect where? That will affect on your physical and mentally. Physically and mentally. Mentally, you become, look, after continuously working, what will happen that? After continuously working, what will happen that? When you work continuously, after 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, your mood or completely change. When someone talk to you, you feel what? Angry. You have bad communications. You will not communicate properly. These are the symptoms which comes under on you. What we call these things, we can call it in one word, that is fatigue. Fatigue means tiredness. Tired. Look, many of you guys having class early morning 6 o'clock. Those who are a teacher in institute or those who are teacher in school, maybe you have a class in early morning. Early morning, wake up in early morning after the prayers and go to school for attending the class. For that you need to, for that wake up in early morning, you already woke up for 3 times at night. Woke up in your time. Is it time for or not? Is it time for going to school or not? Because you mentally at night you become disturbed because you thought that in the morning I'll go to school. That's why if I go late, maybe they will deduct my salary. For that reason, you woke up again and again in the morning and at night again and again. From 12 to 6 o'clock, in this time you woke up for 3 or more than times just to checking your times. What happened? It will affect on psychologically. When you come to the class, you feel what? Your eyes are red. Your eyes were red and you're unable to deliver. You're feeling like a drowsy and as well as dizzy. Dizzy means you are moving. You are standing there, you just perceive that I'm moving, my body is moving. Sometimes you perceive that I'm static, but the peoples are moving. Why it happens? Just because of when you have less time of rest, when you have less time of rest, or mentally when you have less time of sleeping, when you're unable to sleep properly, it comes just because of when you're unable to sleep properly. When you have, have you seen that students coming in early morning, when they are sitting in the class, they start yawning, again and again. So we perceive the person is still, he feel to sleep. Let's suppose you have a project. You have got a project. Project of what? You have project in Kandahar, training project, Kandahar. You fly from here to Kandahar, again fly from that place to Jalalabad, again from that place. So what will happen? Traveling can make you too much disturbed. Because of what? Your scheduling, sleeping schedule disturbed. So it affects on your mentality. It affects on your physical because you have less time of sleeping. Comparatively, you have only the time of sleeping, that is the traveling. The gap of traveling, you sleep on only the traveling. Inside the travel, you sleep that. But that is not appropriate. Look, in organizations, employees, or when you put on you too much burden, you become stressed. Under the stress, what will happen? Your mentally will not accurate, or you will affect a disease. Disease of what? Headache. Why people start smoking? When they have a stress in their life. Yes. Just because of the stressful of their life, they start any of addiction. Just why? Because too much burden when it comes, their mind can unable to control it. That's why they go for something, their bad headaches. So stressful life can make you fatigue. That make you unable to work. Your performance will decrease. Look, the word fatigue is also not only related with your problems, it also related with the age. The more the age is getting a person older, he become lazier. He become lazier. He become what? When he become a lazier, definitely a person become lazier, we can call that as a fatigue person. He's a fatigue. A person who is active, enthusiastic, workaholic, we cannot call that person a fatigue. Fatigue person is a person who are unable to work properly. Is it clear? Have you got the idea of fatigue? Yes, sir. Okay, anyhow. So let's move on. Fatigue is an important phenomena. What is that? It is an important phenomena. Phenomena is what? Industrial psychology, because it creates many problems including stress, weakness, tiredness, executions. Execution means give your effort. Give your effort or serve your energy extremely. We can call tiredness, extremely tiredness comes. Execution means extremely tired. Of course, بسیار خسته کن باشه. مطلب یکی خسته بسیار که خسته باشه. کار زیاد کرده باشه. از صبح کی تا شام کار کنه بعد از او he is unable to even stand. So but you just looking for a place for sleeping. Even he is not caring about eating. He said, give me a place for sleeping, because he work hard. He need what? A rest, a time of rest. What do you have? So of course decrease in his productivity. When you have a stress in your life, stress, What happened? Including stress, weakness, tiredness, and extremely tiredness. In industry, a place where you're working, if there is a too much burden on you, definitely that burden will affect on your working. So you become a lazy, you become tired. If I give an example of teachers like us, if we take classes consistently, so we will be unable to stay in here because of what? Our food will be ache. Last time I took 6 classes. When I took 6 classes, after the 6 classes, my foot will start aching, were pain there. Why? Because burdens were there. When you burden you have, so definitely you will be unable to, your body cannot handle it. Your body can handle up to has capacity. When the burden is over the capacity of your body, that will affect on your physical on your mentality. Is it clear or not? Working somewhere with a burden, with too much work, with too much responsibilities can make a person tired. They make you weaker, make you stressful. Your life becomes stressful. You will be unable to give work-life balance. When you cannot work-life balance means what? It means that you cannot give time to your family. When you are unable to give time to your family, so what will happen? Ultimately, you think that my family need time and I'm unable to give time. Why? Because my organization does not allow me to give time. So what will happen? Ultimately, you will be psychologically disturbed and you're thinking about switching a job or leaving the job. Is it clear or not? So that tiredness can affect on the productivity of yours, on productivity of any employees. As I give you an example of, have you heard about Apple, Google or that? Why they make their employees too much relaxed? Why they give too much benefits? Just for the sake of to avoid fatigue, to avoid the tiredness, the weakness, the weaker, to make them what? To avoid them of executions, of extremely tired. They won't make their employees tired. You work, okay, go. They give flexibilities, working hour flexibilities. Like how working hour flexibilities? For example, work up to 12 o'clock, complete your task, you can go now. You are not allowed, you are not bound to. Okay, during this time, during time of working, you can have a rest time. 1 hour, 1 hour or 2, 1 hour you have rest, half hour you have a rest time, go. That is a rest time for tea or any snack. For the sake of to make relax employees mentally. If your employees are mentally relaxed, they will perform more, they will give more, they will effort more to your organization. When they start effort more to organization, what will happen that? Ultimately, the organization productivity will increase, the performance will be increased. You will generate much revenue from outside. Look, when your employees are satisfied, when employees are happy, what will happen? Ultimately, they will did your effort to make the customer happy. Look, we are employees. You are our customer. You guys are what? Customer, and we are employee of the place. If we are not performing energetically, if we did not perform energetically with actively, or we did not support you and make you understand, so if we didn't do this, so what will happen? Then you will go to the market and you start negative word mouthing. Like what? You are what? Discouraging other people to not come here. People are not active. Teachers are not providing lecture with enthusiastic. They will not help us. They will not give us information. They will not make us understand. So if we provide you with energetically, we provide you all the things what you need. So we believe that, you must believe that they have a relaxation time. They have a relaxation time. Like for example here, I had a class in the morning time, early morning, 5 o'clock. Now the second class is what? 1:30. Look the gap. There is too much gap. The gap is there. In between this gap, I relax myself and make myself ready for this class. Is it clear or not? If the classes were continuously goes on, so I serve my energy in one class, that energy will not be remaining for the second class. I wouldn't be able to deliver my energy to the second class. Because of what? Because of I consume my already the energy in the first class. So similar happens in organizations. When they put you too much burden on you, they are consuming your energy. They're consuming your energy. So when they start consuming your energy, what will happen that? Will you able to work? No. For example, you see the people of those people who are weightlifting. People who are in here, we have, laborers we have. They're working from morning to 12 o'clock, 2 o'clock. After that, if you tell them, pick up, they say that I cannot. Why? They're tired. They're physically tired. But you guys, when you are in an office, when you're talking too much, when you're delivering too much, we are mentally tired. We are unable to communicate with the people. We are unable to deal with the people. When someone talk to me, I'll become in temper. My temper will arouse. I become angry, and bad behavior will be arises here. Why? Because of too much burden, too much stress, my behavior completely changed toward the people. Is it clear or not? So what do you have? Employee reorganize the fatigue, feeling of tiredness or pain. He regards it intrinsically unpleasant, which reduce the efficiency. As I give an example that when too much burden on employees, ultimately it will affect on a productivity on employees, because a pain will be there. A pain intrinsically, inside, psychologically it will disturb, unable to work. Your body will start sharing that. When you work for longer hours, your body will start sharing. Your mouth become dry. So it affects that. So you are unable to give much more time to increase the productivity. Is it clear or not? So what will happen that? Fatigue is, what is fatigue? Tiredness. How this tiredness comes? By putting too much burden on employees. Stress. What more? What else? Stress. The stress will be there, or serving your energy, consuming your energy, which you're unable to go for the next step. Is it clear or not? So ultimately, so that becomes intrinsically unpleasant, which reduces the efficiency. When there is a stress, burden, working for a longer hour, that consume your energy. So when they consume energy, you will be unable to give a productive work toward the organization. Is it clear? For this,
sir, what about the second line of employees take the place? He regards this.
Employee recognize fatigue as a feeling. Look, when you ask about employees, what is fatigue? He will say that a feeling of what? Tiredness or pain. As I give you an example of, if I give an example, I took 6 classes. So for me, fatigue is what? My foot were aching. So that pain which I feel, that I was unable to go for the next class. That is the pain which is aching. Because in teaching physically, we involve. In teaching what? We are physically involved. When you work in a job, you are mentally involved. Look, physically, we are moving here from here. Our physical body is all the time involved in teaching that. So definitely, at night, all our body ache. Believe me that.
81.
So that's what we have, the feelings. For you, if you're working in an organization, for you feeling is what? The tiredness is fatigue. For me, the fatigue is what? The pain that you heard. Is it clear or not? Some people having pain, they work harder, they feel pain. Some people, they're tired, their body, their posture, they are unable to, they feel like they consume their too much energy, or they feel drowsy, dizzy, and they want to sleep somewhere. They feel like this. So that is a fatigue. Now avoid this fatigue in organizations. How to avoid this fatigue in organizations? By providing quality, by providing too much relaxations in a time working hours.
Proper distribution of work.
Proper distribution of work. Giving proper time, rest time. If you are if you're putting too much work, list the work on employees. Stress, decrease the stress. When you decrease the stress, ultimately, what will increase? Performance will be increased. That performance increase or not? Which one? Second slide. Okay, look. For this many more other reasons. Which one? Because intrinsically inner sight. One we have extrinsic, another we have intrinsic. Extrinsic means outer, intrinsic means inner side. Inner side we have mentality. We are disturbed, our mentally tiredness. If you are physically tired, it's okay. If you're mentally tired, your body will not work. The most important that intrinsically tired. If you're mentally tired, your body, all the function will not perform well. So what will happen? For this, many other more reasons, industrial fatigue need to investigate both physiological and psychological point of view. Physiological and psychological. Physiological means related to your body. Physical, related to your body. Psychological, related to your mentality. We need to identify that. You need to investigate that. It was clear. It was completely clear that. Clarity is there that from many studies, proper training result in a correct work methods which can do much prevent the onset of fatigue, at least reduce the fatigue adverse will affect that. Look, it is clear that reducing the fatigue, you have to distribute the work properly. There must be a training for them. Training of what? When employers are unable to understand how to distribute the work among employees, how to understand the employee's behavior, teach them that this is the employee needs and wants. Go according to the employee is not a machine. He is a human. He or she has a feelings. Being an employer, you have to give respect to their feelings rather than utilize them as a machine. You cannot utilize them. You are not allowed to utilize people like a machine. Because people are there, they have feelings, their bodies, they feel tiredness, they feel fatigue, they become fatigued, they're tired. If you put too much burden, they have a loss of feelings. Go regarding their feelings. If you are being an employer, if you are unable to understand the feeling of your employees, so it means that you are not a good leader or a good manager. Look, money is not all the time that you people work for. Money is not the main motivator factors that the people work for. Will you work for money?
Yes.
You work for money, but the money is not the main concern. If they will not give you respect, so which thing is valuable for you? Your respect is valuable or money? Respect is valuable for you. If they did not give you, if they didn't any discriminate among you, for example, they start racisms. Racisms of what? You are very talented, but they are not give you any promotions, start giving you to another person promotions. So while you work there, although they provide you money is there. But when there is no promotions, when there is no involvement, when there is no so what happened? The value to give your employees can adversely relate it. They start giving too much effort to your organization. Look, the backbone of your organization is what? Not finance, not your any other material, not your infrastructure. The backbone of your organization is good employees, effective employees. How your organizations reached up to the higher stage? By your effective employees. If they perform well, definitely they will reach out to some extent. So the reaching out them toward extent, it means you have to give them value, respect, involve them, feel them that your contribution is very much valuable for us. Your idea is very valuable for me. You are himself valuable for me. That is what you give them respect. When you start giving respect, they feel that this is our organizations. They start engaging. They will be self-motivated and they will accelerate their effort toward the organizations to succeed it. Is it clear? Clear or not? Now, any type of muscular, what is that? Muscular. What do you mean by muscular? Muscular. Working with your muscles. Working with your muscles. Work will result in fatigue because doing muscular work, expenditure of your energy. Muscular work. You know, it means that when you work, start working. You know, we used all of you guys bodybuilder. You know that. You pay in also weightlifting, other steals. You also pay in also as well as consuming your energy. Okay, consuming their energy. Look, you are using inside the club. You are using your muscles. So after 1 hour, you become tired. You just fall down on a trampoline. You fall down. You make yourself relax. Why? Because working the muscles can make you fatigue. That bring you a tiredness because you consume your energy. You consume your energy as we are trying to do. Look, we are consuming our energy in the classes. We are consuming that. So what do you have? The faster is a faster rate than it's recovered. Look, consuming energy is very easy. Recover the energy is difficult. Look, you spend 1 hour inside the club consuming your energy, but for making the recover that energy, you definitely go for juices or bananas or you're eating all the things. Why? To recover that energy back that you consume that. Why you are consuming your energy that you're going for recover again? The faster you consume, the lesser you gain. The lesser you recover. Look, the lesser you recover, right? Try to avoid this.
Teaching in front of students, it's also called muscular work.
Moving from this place and this place, our muscles are used. Look, our jaw, they start using all the body muscles are used. Definitely, we are just like an actor, We
without using muscular.
Actually, we have every work the most use of both muscular, physical, and mentally. We don't have that much any work which is you cannot use the muscles. For example, if there is a work which is not use your muscles, that is a top management. They are sitting only in the chair. They are not moving They are not using their musculars, but they have consumed their muscular someday, some years before, but now they are relaxing.
Probably, but managers are also using typing muscles of hands.
Even for the second exercise, you have
Muscles are using, muscles are everywhere used. Without muscles, you cannot work. If there is no muscles, it means you are a completely dead body. You got it? Muscles are everywhere using that. Still, you guys are sitting in the class and also you're using your muscles, right?
Because we are right.
Yeah, writing. Okay, look. Depending on strength, stamina, preparation, individual fatigue manifests different rate of different individuals. In this class, all the students are different stamina. Stamina means we can call quwwat mudafiyat. I don't know what it's now. That taqat we can say that. That's tawanai. You working for a long hour. Look, I'm talking for 2 hours continuously. I'm having a stamina for 2 hours. After 2 hours, my battery will be down. Let's suppose I will not be able to talk. I will not be able to talk because I consume my all energy. Many people, they have a stamina of, look, how many of you guys are sportsmen? How many of you guys are sportsmen? All of you guys, those who are sportsmen or taekwondo or karate, what do you have? Look, I was, okay, because I have the experience of this. I have the experience. I was a karate fighter. What happened that? I'm talking about the stamina. Look, see, talk about the stamina. When we were in the ring, we will start jumping. So continuously for 1 hour we are, practicing continuously. But we did not feel that we're tired. It means that our stamina is more, our energy is more to consume it. But right now, if I, we have here, this is the third floor or second floor? Third floor. From first floor, if I come third floor, I become my stamina, what happened that? Look, the stamina is decreased. As the exercise decreased, if you did not touch the exercise, so it will affect your stamina. Let's suppose, I'll give another example. Many of you guys are a runner. Runner. Many of you guys in 1 minute, he can run, he or, I don't know whether she, he can run in 2 minutes or 3 minutes or 1 kilometer, he can run fastly or 1 or 3 minutes. But at the past, that person will run for 1 kilometer in 20 minutes, in 30 minutes, 1 kilometer. The more he did, the practice, now it reached to the 3 minutes in 1 kilometer, he faster. Now has stamina become 3 minutes. 3 minutes he has the stamina of running, running that 1 kilometer. If the person have 20 minutes of stamina. So that stamina can affect, look, in working organization, working for longer hour, many people, you perceive that they are working extra time. They're giving extra time to the organization. Even they go for extra work. It means that extra work, you believe that the person having high stamina. If I give it example of teachers, teachers. Who are those teachers? I'll give you that example. They better understand who are the teachers. Look, if I give an example of teachers, daily base you take 5 classes. Daily base you take consistently 5 classes. You have a stamina of 5 classes. But there is a teacher who takes 7, 8 classes in daily basis. Although similar time, similar classes, but he have the strength, stamina is comparatively larger than others. Is it clear or not? So what is that? The stamina, the strength and the stamina, that is a manifest. Manifest means unable to see. Manifest means unable to see. They are not visible. Look, in here the sportsmen are there, but I cannot judge their stamina. When I call them, come, start running. Then I can analyze who has a higher stamina, higher strength.